This product here is our 90 line beam bender, and the way this device works, the laser beam shoots into the front port of this 90 line and exits on this port here in a 90-degree bend. This nose piece rotates 360 degrees, so you can set a plane of light for a 90-degree rotation from the straight or original beam that's projected from the laser. This also has some mounting screws on the bottom for, again, mounting with our 2-axis mount or any custom mount fixtures that you may want to create with that. Like the rotational mount, this has a knob on the top for fine adjusting the movement of the nose piece, and then there's another screw for turning and locking this into place. We'll show more of this 90 line later when we talk about doing squareness, perpendicularity, and parallelism checks with this system. Again, like the rotational mount, we do have a couple of different versions out there on the market. The one I just showed you is our most current version. One of the older ones we supplied. The basic difference was in the nose piece itself, we had a mirror built into the nose piece so that it could help with lining this up to be in line with the laser. That's since been removed, and we have other devices for performing that alignment now. The other mount, we do provide standard mounts with the system. This one here is the magnetic mount. Simply by turning it on and off, we'll apply the magnetic force to secure this to your surface. We also have different slides that we provide. These can simply be screwed into the top or held into the mount with this thumb screw here. And you can also use this device here, a knuckling device, to set different angles to hold the receiver or target. This plate, this mount right here, is used to attach to the back of the receiver device. It's got a little groove here for setting the cable in, and then this can be used either this fashion or this fashion here to secure the receiver unit, and then this mount can be used to slide onto this slide here and be used with the magnetic mount. Again, you can use just one pole, or you can use a configuration of multiple poles. And the other plate that we have is just a standard flat plate that's used in the same fashion as this magnetic mount. Some other products that you may not have got with your kit, but you may be interested in. One of them here is our 2-axis stage, or our 2-axis mount. And this is primarily designed to hold the 90 line beam bender for helping you more accurately set this 90 line in place for making accurate squareness checks. This device basically has a screw knob on the top for setting the vertical or the height of the device, and then there's one that's used to set horizontal motion of this device as well. This can be mounted on a surface, or there's also drilled and tapped holes on the bottom for mounting on a tripod. Another mount we have is our 4-axis stage. Again, like the rotational mount, the laser sits up on top of this device here, and this is for doing more linear or straightness checks. This device, this mount, does not rotate. It's only for checking straight measurements. Has a thumb wheel here for attaching the laser to the top, and then there's 4 axes or levels of control to this device. One knob is used to change the height of the beam. The other one is used to check left and right motion of the beam. And then we have 2 knobs here. The front one is used to change the pitch angle of the beam, and the one to the right is used to change the yaw angle of the beam. So you can get some very accurate and precise changes to the beam positioning with this device here. Again, flat surface mounting or tripod mounting is available with this mount. Finally, one other receiver unit that we have that's used primarily for aligning the 90 line beam bender device. And the way that this works is this actually attaches to the nose piece of the 90 line. And when you're trying to align this up with the laser, you can use this receiver device here and get a very accurate reading to set this 90 line in position so that it's directly facing the laser beam, ensuring that you've got a very accurate 90-degree bend in the beam. So this is used to help line this 90 line up at distances. So that covers the basic product offerings for a 90 line Microgage 2D Universal Kit and some of the other products that are available to be used with this kit. And before I do get into the applications, there is one more device, and that is the tripod that comes with it. It's very important. I'm not sure if you can see, but that's all right. But the feet should be maintained flat and secure to the surface that you're working on. It's a good idea to keep these legs at about the same height and to keep the base of this fairly level when you're doing checks. It's not required, but it just makes the process a little bit easier. You've got a crank handle on the side. These legs are adjustable, and you've got a crank handle to dial in a specific height that you might need. Now, it also has a knob on the side for securing this mounting plate, and then you've got a locking knob here that will secure the height once you've got it established. It's a very rugged device, and once it's set, it's very firm in its positioning. That makes so you have repeatability in your readings. A final note: this device does come off. Again, there's mounting of either a rotational mount or a 4-axis stage or your own custom mounts. But when you are fixing something that is tripod, oftentimes it's a good idea to take this off and then actually screw this on to the device that you're working with, such as the rotational mount, and then place this whole assembly back onto the tripod and then secure it down and start your measurements. So those are the basic product offerings once again, and now I'll start to talk to you some of the basics about some of the alignment procedures that you can make with this system.